Hello everyone, it's great to see you all. Today, we would like to present you our paper on the second International Conference Management and Science, or ICOMS 2021. Let us introduce ourselves. I am Ani Apriani as the main author.
Yes, I am Ardi Kusumandugraha, the second author.
I am Afifa Fitriani as the third author.
I am Herlinda Duma as the fourth author.
And Mr. Yayan Sudaryana as our supervisor. In this presentation, we will discuss about the superior strategies to establish Indonesia digital agriculture by 2030. The COVID pandemic that has hit the world has resulted in an economic downturn in Indonesia of 2.07% in 2020. When various sectors experienced a decline, there was one sector that experienced positive growth in the economic sector, the agricultural sector, which experienced positive growth of 2.15%. The growth of the agricultural sector is not proportional to the increase in the exchange rate of farmer. It's lower than the increase in the exchange rate of workers in other sector. The farmers' exchange rate in March 2021 is 103, meaning that the condition of farmers is heavy when buying non-agricultural goods. The biggest problem in agricultural development is in human resources. As in the 2018 agricultural census, the majority of farmers are in the 45 to 54 years range, which is 28%, while the number of young farmers under 25 years old is only 1%. The lack of interest in the younger generation in agriculture is an old phenomenon. Nowadays, the younger generation tends to choose to work in the non-agricultural sector. Narrow land ownership and low use of technology make Indonesian agriculture dominated by traditional agriculture, which is less profitable. In addition, the possibility of crop failure, natural disaster, and price fluctuation puts the agricultural sector at a high risk of loss. The combination of low income and high risk of loss make the younger generation more attracted to the industrial or service sector, which tends to have higher and relatively stable incomes. Therefore, it is necessary to develop a strategy for developing an agricultural management information system through digital agriculture to attract the younger generation to agriculture. Digital agriculture is defined as the effective integration of information and communication technology in the agricultural sector. It can increase the productivity of cultivation on farm through the increased technical and allocative efficiency, post-harvest profitability or farm, and environmental sustainability. Digital transformation in agriculture is an effort to increase productivity and profitability, which ultimately improves the welfare of not only the part of the individual. One, agricultural extension service. 4. Knowledge technique cultivation, for sharing knowledge technique cultivation. 2. Satellite imagery, for management water irrigation, forecast weather, prevention natural disaster, and management control pests. 3. Finance technology, for product insurance and infestation agriculture. 4. E-commerce agriculture, to connect producer, which is farmer, and consumer by direct. 5. Research and development service, for innovation technique cultivation and development human resource of agriculture. And 6. Data of price service, for policy and for guard stability price. Next to Mr. Adi.
Thank you, Miss Annie. I will to continue for explain this slide. The stage adoption of digital agriculture are as follows. The process of adapting the digital agriculture starts with the introduction and preparation of detailed information about digital agriculture, so that the target realize the benefit of digital agriculture. Then, when the target start to take interest, the target will try to implement digital agriculture. In this stage, the abilities and skill are optioned so that the target will evaluate whether to accept digital agriculture or not. If accept, then the target will continue to use adoption of digital agriculture course. The development of digital agriculture requires some change in strategy. The strategy can be seen by analyze SWOT. The strengths, the first, make it easy access information agriculture. And number 2, the connect by direct among producer with customer. The opportunity in SWOT analysis, number 1, opportunity reach the market of virtual. Number 2, opportunity interesting generation young in field agriculture. The weakness from SWOT analysis, number 1, not all farmers want to learn agriculture digital. And number 2, lack of socialization and support institution related. The last, threat from SWOT analysis. The threat, data, and fund result a transaction or phishing. Next, Miss Afifa. Thank you.
Okay, now I will continue this presentation about institutional roles and functions. Development, provision, and use of digital agriculture technology is basically a private sector activity, but there is an important role for the government in policy making and policy action to create the right supporting condition, for example, adequate investment incentives, infrastructure, and complementary capacity to avoid market failures. The role, function, and authority of institutions in the development of digital agriculture are as follows. First, Ministry of Agriculture, to promote agriculture digital, prepare infrastructure agriculture, development extension worker agriculture, strengthen incentive farmer, and upgrade access farmer to input agriculture, seed, fertilizer, and agriculture equipment. 2. Ministry of Communication and Information, to preparation, infrastructure technology, and information and even distribution access network. 3. Ministry of Trade, to information about market agriculture and control price. 4. Research institutions to contribution agriculture research and innovation. And the last, private agencies to development digital startup agriculture in the form of application community farmer, service infestation agriculture, until market digital agriculture. Next. Okay, now I will explain about projection growth GDP sector agriculture years 2030. When viewed from the development of the agriculture sector from 2016 until 2020, the contribution to Indonesian GDP experienced an average growth of 3.4% in the last 5 years. However, it is not impossible that in 2030, the agricultural sector in Indonesia can grow even large with various advances in the technology and science, especially with the application of digital agriculture, accompanied by government policy support. If calculated by calculation, the agriculture sector in Indonesia in 2030 will be able to contribute 1,662 trillion rupiah to GDP. And now we'll
Thank you, Ms. Viva. So, the conclusion of our paper is the focus of digitalization is not only on the cultivation part on farm, but must also be integrated with part of marketing of farm. Digital literacy is an important part of adoption of digital agriculture. In order to accelerate the realization of digital agriculture in Indonesia, the role of the Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Communication and Information, the Ministry of Trade, research institutes and universities, and the private sector is in accordance with their respective function and authorities. Finally, if progress in the field of technology and science, especially with the application of digital agriculture accompanied by government policy support continues, then based on the project's projection results, the contribution of the agriculture sector in 2030 will reach 1.662 trillion rupiah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Herlina. Well, that's all our presentation. Thank you for attention. And we would like to thank very much to Mr. Taswanda Taryo, who has review on this paper. Thank you for listening. May all those we have shared be beneficial for all of us.